Today is Monday, 10th of November, 2025, and this is the Gospel Journal, Malawi. And we are in the 10 days of the book of Esther. And today we are in chapter number 9. And I've titled it The Sweet Revenge. So you know that you know that chapter 9, I've titled it The Sweet Revenge, and chapter 10 as well as Sweet Revenge. So there's a reason why, as we will find out. So I'm reading Esther chapter 9, verse number 5 for the exposition and guide to this chapter. It reads, "The Jews struck down all their enemies with the sword, killing and destroying them, and they did what they pleased to those who hated them." Chapter number 9 is a chapter of sweet revenge. So we see the Jews' defensive victory over the enemies on the 13th of Adar. Now, let me explain something. So the plan that Haman had come up with and was well financed had started to roll out, and they had set the 13th of Adar as the day that all Jews would be killed. 13th of Adar would say 13th of March. So on that day, that was the day that they would be killed. All Jews were going. So months before that, that plan was undone because of the intervention that we discussed in previous chapters. So when chapter number 8, we saw that the Jews were given the right to assemble, come up with their military force, and they would strike their enemies. So in chapter number 9, on the 13th of Adar, the day that they had planned to annihilate the Jews went out in full force, and they attacked their enemies. And it was for 2 days that the battle ran in the city of Susa. And on that war, in that 2 days, the Jews killed over 75,000 enemies, including the remaining sons of Haman and his relatives. And they took the corpses of the relatives and sons of Haman and hung them in public as a public display. And this gave them now the edge, because now the enemy was completely done. So we also see that because of what happened on 13th of Adar of March, then the Jews came up with a festival of Purim. So festival of Purim is a festival that continues even today, where they exchange gifts, worship, feast, thanking God that he saved them from the plan Haman had to annihilate the Jews. And also, we see in this chapter the sweet revenge. So, sweet revenge in the sense that the attack that was planned did not come to materialize, but the Jews were the ones who won, because Haman was gone, his family, but also those people who were the soldiers to carry out Haman's plan. So we see that there's a sweet revenge. And I want to encourage you. You could be going through difficult days, but there's sweet revenge coming for you. And this sweet revenge is so sweet that you live to remember. You see what? There are days in life that God allows our enemies to triumph over us, but he makes us live on to see their fall and for us to taste sweet revenge. There are days when you sit and you see your enemies doing well, and they are trampling over your ambitions. But God works out a way. One day you come out with a sweet revenge. So whoever was Haman's hired personnel and accomplice, they were all gone. Sweet revenge is coming on your way. Good morning.